Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the shores of the Gulf Coast of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum as the Blue Ridge Bobcats, for the first time since December of 2023, make the trek here to face the now Biloxi Breakers. Brett Wiseman alongside you. John's holding things down for us in the WCGX radio studios. Glad you're with us here tonight on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network. What was already a late Eastern time start is going to be a little bit later. We're going to start this one off at 8:15 Eastern time, 7:15 local time here in Biloxi, as they are on the Central Time Zone. As there was a concert here in the arena last night, so finishing the reconstruction of the rink. A little bit behind schedule on that. No biggie. We'll just push the start time back 15 minutes to 8:15. Both squads just finished up warm-ups, which were pushed back. We'll push the start back 10 minutes from 8:05 to 8:15. Warm-ups got underway at about 6:35 here local time, so 7:35 where you all are in Rohr County, where we'll be back home next weekend. We don't yet know the With Home Services starting lineup, but we do know tonight's safe and secure storage starting goaltenders are, drumroll please, Anthony Schrum, barring a late decision, should be in the net for the Bobcats. Comes in with a 12-7-2 overall record, a 3.26 goals against, and a 9.13 save percentage. Anton Borodkin, remember, started the second game of the regular season for the Bobcats and was pulled less than 5 minutes in after giving up 5 goals on 8 shots. He comes into this one an 0-16-0 record of 5.96 goals against and an 8.81 save percentage. One of those 16 losses. Actually, no, none of those 16 losses. Because it ended up being a no decision for him in that start. Remember, Anthony Schrum came in with the Bobcats down 4 goals for Borodkin in a game that the Bobcats came back to win. And that 3-0 start to the regular season way back in late October. Take a look at the point leaders for the Biloxi Breakers, and 2 names that Wojtek Zemlika made sure that the defense of the Bobcats, both forwards and defensemen alike, had eyes on. Lucas Piekarczyk, described as a full 200-foot player that never stops moving his feet, never stops competing, so somebody to keep an eye on. Ross Bartlett, someone who's very physical, especially in the corners. So the Bobcats have to make sure to keep him out of the middle of the ice, as he is another one of Biloxi's incredibly skilled players. As we said on the coaches show on Tuesday, this is not a squad to be taken lightly. They've had a lot of close contests. While they had lost 11 in a row, they've been in the majority of those contests. Their goal differential might say otherwise, but this is a team that has a lot more talent, a lot more grit, a lot more heart, a lot more tenacity, and a lot more compete than their record would indicate. So this is not going to be an easy task. This is not going to be a walk on the beach, pun intended, down here on the shores of the Gulf Coast. This is a team that can make you pay if you give them the opportunities. So the Bobcats will make sure everything is buttoned up for all 200 feet of the ice. Let's take a look at the Bobcats point leaders coming into this one. Dustin Jesso has assumed that from Nikita Kozyrev. Kozyrev 1 point back of Jesso, 43-42. The captain, Danny Martin, Mike Mercurio, Brandon Reller, Nick Stuckless, Justin Daly, and Philip Levac. All down through there. Reller and Levac, remember, missed last weekend's games with upper body injuries. Good news, they're both back in the lineup this evening for the Bobcats. Don't know if they'll be starting the contest, as, again, we don't know the With Home Services starting lineup just yet. But as soon as we have it, we'll give it to you and let you know if those 2 gentlemen will be a part of it. Games around the Federal Prospects Hockey League tonight. Of course, one we will certainly be keeping an eye on in Topeka between Port Huron and the Scarecrows. That one will get going alongside our game 10 minutes before our originally scheduled start time at 8:05. Twin City and Monroe, as well as Athens and Baton Rouge, are in the 4 out of the 7 games tonight in the FPHL. Our Central Time Zone starts. Columbus, an early 1-0 lead on PD, How about this? Columbus has sold out tonight. 6,500 plus at the Civic Center for Military Night there in Columbus. And they signed former NHLer Georges Laraque. Played over 650 National Hockey League contests, and he was signed to a celebrity contract for tonight's game. Another note for that one, the officiating crew, all 4 officials in that game in Columbus on Military Night are former military with a professional officiating experience. So good on Jeff Krupp and crew down there in Columbus for making that Military Night. Of course, the arena there in Columbus just a stone's throw away from one of the nation's largest military bases in Fort Benning on the Georgia-Bama border. So shout out to all of them for making that game a rousing success. And Columbus off to a good start in it, leading 1-0 over PD. Danbury and Indiana last night. The Sentinels led 2-1 going into the third, and then 4 unanswered in the final 20 minutes from Danbury saved them from what would have been a crushing loss to Indiana. As we'll get a look at the Empire Division standings in a second and let you know why that series might be just as important as the Port Huron Topeka series. Watertown has flipped the script. They got a 1-0 lead on Binghamton so far early in the first period. Watertown, less than ideal night last night, falling 10-4 at the hands of the Binghamton Black Bears. And remember, last weekend, they had 19 goals scored on them by the Bobcats. So think about that. The last 3 periods for Watertown, they've given up 29 goals. So it kind of goes without saying they'd like to decrease the GA number this evening. Remember, the Bobcats put 12 and then 7 on them last weekend, and then Binghamton went in there last night and piled on with 10 of their own. Let's take a look first at the Continental Division standings. You see where Biloxi stands at the bottom with Baton Rouge, and the race for first is tightening between Athens and Monroe. A 1-point difference, 87 for Athens, 86 for Monroe. So unlike in the Continental, first place is still very much up for, unlike in the Empire, I should say, first place very, very much up for grabs in that one. In the Continental. Columbus, though, they're still within striking distance. If Monroe falters and Columbus stays hot, remember, they've won 5 of their last 6 contests. They're just 3 regulation wins back of Monroe. There you see PD well behind Columbus. Those top 3 spots might shuffle, but the battle right now is for 4th. And as you see there, Twin City in danger of missing the playoffs for the first time since their inaugural season of 2018-19, as they made the postseason every year since then. They're 6 of their 7 years of existence. Let's take a look at the Empire Division standings now, and you see how important that Port Huron Topeka series is. Those 2 teams came in tied on the weekend before a 3-game series that started Thursday night and was a shootout win for Port Huron. So neither team got 3 points on that one. Last night, Port Huron able to take home the 3 points. We do have the With Home Services starting lineup for your Blue Ridge Bobcats tonight.
Think of it like a quick timeout. The team must play shorthanded unless the opposing team scores on a...
It is Anthony Schrum. Oh, excuse me. Scratch that. It's Greg Hussey that will get the start here against one of his former teams here in Biloxi, Mississippi. They were the then Mississippi Seawolves. That's where he started last season and made 2 starts. One of them didn't count. It was a scrimmage exhibition game, but other than that, down the rest of the lineup, up front to beat Pedrazov, Nick McHugh, and Justin Daly. Carson Andrioli drops back on defense once again tonight, and he will be alongside Timothy St. Pierre. Brandon Reller is out of the lineup tonight. Of course, Seth Bacon is inactive on voluntary departure. Reller did warm up. We did see him warm up, but he was going to be a game-time decision nonetheless. So, no Brandon Reller tonight. Good news, though, Philip Levac is back in. But Reller, think he's going to need one more game. He was out there practicing one-timers and trying to get the shot free, and could kind of get the sense he did not look super comfortable. He warmed up, but unable to give it a go tonight, so hopefully we'll see him back tomorrow night. But decision there, best to play it safe as far as Brandon Reller is concerned. But Philip Levac is back in the lineup. One more time, it'll be Greg Hussey in between the safe and secure storage starting goaltending pipes. In front of him on defense, Timothy St. Pierre and Carson Andrioli, Justin Daly, David Petrasov, and Nick McHugh are the forwards tonight. For Biloxi, Anton Borodkin, as we told you, is going to be the starter tonight. Declan Flanagan and Brendan Spinelli will be the defensemen this evening for Biloxi. Trey Fisher, AJ Slepp, and Lucas Pikarczyk will be the forwards up front. So 3 of the captains for Biloxi. Their C is Pikarczyk. He'll be starting alongside alternates Trey Fisher and AJ Slepp up front. All 4 head coach Charlie Penz Jr. Wojtek Semlik has got his crowd ready. Charlie Penz Jr. has his folks ready. And we have about 12 minutes remaining until we get this one started. So we're going to take a little bit of time to show you the multitude of highlights from last weekend. 19 goals, by the way. A Gordie Howe hat trick and an actual hat trick in the same game by the same guy. First time that ever happened on Friday. Nick Stuckless took care of that. Had a lot of big hits, a lot of big shots, a lot of big goals, a lot of big saves. A lot occurred last weekend. So in case you missed the highlights on social media earlier in the week, we'll give you a chance to relive last weekend, and so you can get ready to join us for a 3-game weekend next weekend. Bobcats and Breakers getting set to go here from Biloxi. We'll take a brief timeout, come back with Anthem and Puck Drop shortly. Up by the former Wolf, Zach Ross, who was a Wolf the last time Watertown was in this building. Kozirik, what a move! Stuckless, score! Oh, baby! It doesn't get much better than that. Tie game. The puck down. St. Pierre does, shoots, score! Tipped in by Stuckless. He's done it again. Under the zone, and Richenko dumps a man behind the play. Waiting outside the circle. Martin, score! Oh my goodness! McHugh in on goal. Save made. Here's Daly. Score! Oh, baby! The boys are buzzing tonight. The far away Grant Mentis. Oh, baby! Robin Erickson. And now here he and Henning go. Erickson over top of the right. Henning got a couple rights. Erickson back over top with a couple of rights. Henning a left. Erickson a right. Henning another right. Erickson back over top. Another mid goes flying. Erickson 2 rights. Down they go. The big Swede gets them going. It blows a kiss to the big Friday the 13th crowd. In his legs. Gallagher. Knocked to his knees, Andrioli. Score! Tipped in by Jesso! There's a redemption arc, 5-1. Stuckless able to clear it, and then he and Zimmerman going at it. Hold on here. Yep, there we go. Stuckless a grab, and ragdoll down by Zimmerman. And the linesman step in. Sends it over, Chernuk shoots, chest save Schrum, and he'll just hang on to it. Back for Kozirev, score! Tick, tack, toe, 6 is a serious number. He's off. He'll try and shoot it. Score! To meet Podrazov, his first as a Bobcat and his first North American professional goal. Zirek waiting down low, still looking. Score! Bar down, 8-3. Dean, Merck, Ross, score! Zach Ross against his former team. Rip drops it, Stuckless into the slot. Score! There it is! Hat trick! Stuckless, double digits! Oh, here come the hats from Stuckless. Walled off by Willette. Martin digs it out of there. St. Pierre score! One teed it under the bar, popped the bottle. Number 11 centers it. McHugh, Daly, score! There it is! Franchise record tied! With one, that will do it. That's a Bobcat winner and a franchise record tying 12-goal victory. Oh, big hit. Andreoli, and now Quinn Chevers wants him to hear about it. Andreoli more than happy to answer the bell. Here we go. They're going to go to center. Pull the sleeves up. Center ice main card bout on Valentine's night. They're not going to love each other after this. Andreoli with the grab. Chevers a right, two rights. Andreoli trying to get that left free. Chevers has him hog-tied. Andreoli still trying to get loose here. Chevers has him in the old headlock. And down they go. And Kozyrev and Grant Mentis have dropped the mitts. Grant Mentis is pummeling him. Kozyrev trying to get free here. And the linesmen are going to step in. For Gallagher. Back down low. Jessel. Score! Backhand sauce time. And this game is tied. Chopped it over to Podrazov. McHugh's got it. Score! How do you do, Q? Welcome back. 2-1. Martin. Jessel. Toe drag. He's in. Backhander stopped by Lentz. It's in. Jessel jams in his own rebound and doubles the lead. What a play. Down low, Stuckless. Pivoting backhander stopped by Lenz. Oh my goodness. Zimmerman cross-checked him into the net. And now Stuckless trying to drop the mitts with McDonald. And down they go. Whoa. Stuckless got cross-checked into the post and went right after whoever he could find. Backdoor Ferocith hopped just off his twig. Perfectly set up though. Here's Martin. Score! El Capitan! 50 shots on Watertown. Score! Gallagher right off the draw from the captain. How about that? 2. Mercurio. Stuckless. Score! Then Filipov shot one that was blocked. Oh, good hit there by Bacon on Filipov. Those two want to go at it. Here we go. Bacon and Filipov. Filipov a couple rights. Bacon with a grab. Big right by Bacon, and down they go. Linesman will step in to break it up. Boy, Bacon got the brunt of the first bit of that, but he got that big right hand in and pumps up the crowd. Mercurio, partial break. Score! Short-handed! Mercurio! Oh, baby! Drew a penalty to boot, but it won't matter. Keep it rolling, fellas. 7-1. 2 with 1. One more shot misses high, and that will do it. A convincing and resounding Bobcats winner, and for the second home weekend in a row, it's a sweep. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi. Weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a postgame autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran the boats bursting air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Spirited rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Vanessa Jean clearly ready for USA Canada tomorrow morning with the fit tonight. Again, it'll be Greg Hussey. That's in between the pipes for the Bobcats tonight. Coming in with a 2-0-0 record in his 2 starts since coming back to the Bobcats. A 2.50 goals against and a .932 save percentage. Daly, McHugh, Petrezov, St. Pierre, Andrioli get things started tonight. And away we go from the shores of the Gulf Coast. Dumped in by St. Pierre behind the net, Borodkin. Borodkin moves it around the wall, tapped into the middle here. Trey Fisher's going to bring it ahead across the line, drop for Schlepp, shoots it on goal. Hussey takes care of that. And we get our first whistle, 19 seconds into the Aschenbach Ford at first period. Now both teams will make changes. 1 shift, 1 whistle. Pretty efficient start. There's a shot from the point off the stick of Demetrius Christil. That was blockered away by Hussey. Now moved ahead to Gesso at center. Jesso's knocked off the puck. Picked off by Gallagher, trying to feed it through a couple of defenders. Could not. Here's Matthew Gellerman, the former Port Huron Prowler, acquired via trade earlier this week. And it's picked off here by Philip Lavac. He'll send it on to Dustin Gesso. Gesso over to Gallagher. Now to Martin. Martin centers Gesso. Outside the circle. Shot it off the pad of Borodkin. And it pops back to center. Stretch pass ahead's picked off nearly. Now Gesso overskated it. Dennis Redchenko will wheel back into his own end with it. Go D-to-D for Zach Ross. And they'll get set up a minute 10 in. Ross wheels behind his own cage. Outside the circle, lost a handle on it. Danny Martin saved his bacon as Hugo Koch nearly had a solo break there. Gesso at the end of his shift, trying to pivot on a defender there, hit the deck, picked up by Stuckless and thrown behind the net. Mercurio battling in the corner. That's won by Lair Patakin, the former Bobcat defender. And he'll send it ahead to Matt Stoya. Stoya over to Pikarchik. And Ross will rim it around. Stuckless bodies his man. To the line it goes. Kozirev. That's off a skate. Back to the circle, Ross. D-to-D, Redchenko. Both teams trying to feel each other out. This is the first of 6 meetings between these two over the next month. Redchenko, stretch pass, tapped by McHugh behind Kozirev. And he'll touch it offside, and we'll get a whistle. 17:55 remaining. Here in the Sasha Bach Ford first period. One shot on goal, both sides so far. Fisher wins the draw. Declan Flanagan stretches it on. Schlepp taps it into the zone. Hussey not going to take any chances. He'll just melt this one down. One thing that Wojtek Zemlinka touched on in the pregame meeting was the style of forecheck for Biloxi. Very much a dump and chase team. So the Bobcats have to be on their game as far as communication is concerned each and every time. Make sure they're not caught off guard. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here's McHugh. He'll shoot it. Waffle boarded away by Borodkin. Held in by St. Pierre. Podrazov held it in for the moment after a block from Daly, but now it's flipped out of danger. Andrioli picks it up. Changes being made on the fly. Here's Andrioli to center. He'll backhand it in. Good hit by Daly, works it free. In front, Gallagher stonewalled by Borodkin. Thornton able to backhand it out, picked up by Andrioli. He'll gain center again. Thornton picks his pocket. Thornton able to bring it on side. Fisher wheels it low for Thornton. Thornton centers. Spinelli shot blocked. Save made. Rebound loose. Pinballing around. And Hussey swallows it. A little bit of a lapse there in the defensive zone. We talked about communication being key. Another thing, the defenseman on the weak side, very active here for Biloxi, and you saw it right there with Spinelli crashing towards the middle. Cousteau shoots. That will be sticked away by Hussey. Hlavak hoists it on between the legs of Gallagher and out of danger. Spinelli in his own end now. Watched by Danny Martin. He'll go D-to-D. Flanagan. He'll peel back towards the dot. Flanagan backhands it around the wall. Martin chasing after it. Hugo Koch got to it. Picked off by Gesso behind the net. Spinelli picked his pocket. Fanned on the pass, but moved ahead to Dunhaven Velo. Here's Velo across the line. Dragging, shooting, and Hussey able to make a pretty impressive glove save right there, as Velo tried to go high glove, and Hussey said no. Shots 5-3 here, Biloxi in the early going. Stoya to take the draw. It's won by Mercurio in the defensive zone. Redchenko powers ahead with it. Stuckless banks it on to Kozirev. Kozirev in front. Mercurio shut down by Borodkin. Puck's loose in the slot, bouncing around, and Pikarchik picks it up. Stoya stretches on. Here's Koch, and he'll send it down low. Stoya shoots off the stick of Kozirev and wide. Blair Patakin pivots. That's off the skate in front. Koch, nice stick by Redchenko behind the net. And now Kozirev picks Pikarchik's pocket and on to Mercurio, off the glass and out. Here's Stuckless racing ahead for it. He'll shoot from distance, off the glove of Borodkin. Borodkin will swallow that hole with the glove. That's one way to use your head, Anton. So that'll even the shot count up at 5. Couple of really good chances here in the last 10, 15 seconds. And an offensive zone draw here for the Daly line. They'll win it. Damon Furuseth, who was hit by a puck in practice on Friday and is wearing a cage tonight. Furuseth at the point. He'll shoot. That one deflected wide by McHugh. Andrioli taps it low. Furuseth chasing after it. That pass is blocked by Daly, but Furuseth couldn't get to it. Good hit by Andrioli in front of the benches. Daly was stood up at the red line. Here's McHugh, lost his twig, trying to get down low on the forecheck. Goes back to pick it up. Furuseth digging for it behind the cage. Daly hits the deck. Inadvertent contact from both men there. Held in by Erickson near point and rimmed around to the far side. Banked ahead. St. Pierre holds. Gallagher waiting for reinforcements. Drop past Martin. Shoots. That one's blocked by Spinelli. Martin back to it. Poked away. And now cleared out by Fisher. Erickson going to try and catch Biloxi in a change here. Martin at the line. Biloxi able to get back. Martin forced to dump it in behind the cage. Left behind there for a moment by Demetrius Christil. And now hoisted on to Velo. Velo blocked the clearance by Lavak. And Hussey is going to play it safe and hang on to it. And we get our first timeout. 14-14 to go. Scoreless for the first 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a postgame autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
At Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, quality isn't optional, it's tradition. From premium evergreens to trusted farm services, we deliver the highest quality and service to our customers every time. We're also buying land and looking to lease farmland now. Visit us at 2598 Walden Furnace Road in Max Meadows or call 276-233-5604. Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, growing quality from the ground up.
Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Just over 5 minutes off the clock here in our Aschenbach Ford first period. Shots even at 5, and the score even at there is none. Thus far, both goaltenders have been tested. Here's Flanagan. That shot's blocked off the stick of Jesso. Lavak had trouble with it. Now dig for it behind the cage. Jesso flicked it over, picked up by Bartlett. He's got it poked away. Jesso feathers it into the middle. Gallagher across the line, and they'll blow it for offside. That was bang, bang at the line, but the linesman says it is off, so we'll bring it back out to center. One thing to note as well, they just put the ice back down this morning. That, plus humidity at puck drop here in Biloxi, humidity outside at 8:15 when the game started, 91%. So you can see how quickly into this first period the ice has gotten chewed up. Martin centers. Gallagher, poked away. Had Borodkin twisted up. Gallagher back to it. Off a leg in front. Jesso below the goal line. Sachets on Flanagan. Powers around that. Bartlett picked off by Martin. Trying to go in front. Gallagher gloved it down. Got it on goal. Borodkin made the stop. Held in by Lavak. He will shoot. That's off a breaker stick over the glass and out of play. One other thing to note, no netting here inside the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. $13:22 to go in our Aschenbach Ford first period. Six, 5 of the shots now in favor of the Bobcats as we have a Slight delay. Trying to get a puck down there. Mercurio to take the draw. He'll win it. Ross drags. Down low, Kozirip. Outside the circle. Back to Ross, pinching down the wing. Ross sends it below the goal line. Mercurio pins a man up. Four-man scrum forward along the wall. Stuckless is going to get a hooking call. Had his stick tied up. There's the touch. He and Lair Patakin were entangled. And Stuckless guilty. So at the 6:55 mark of our Aschenbach Ford first period, for the first time tonight, Flanagan shoots, and that one's gloved by Hussey. 12:56 remaining here in our Aschenbach Ford first period. Big hit in the corner there as the Bobcats are on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Hugo Koch. Koch plays it over. Stoya scores! A one-time bomb by Stoya, and the Breakers have struck first, 1-0. That was redirected in by Ross Bartlett. .12:38 to go. Behind the net, Borodkin's had to make a series of good saves so far. And he has been able to help give the Breakers this 1-0 lead. Daly holds in out top. Pocket picked by Trey Fisher and now moved ahead. Here is Spinelli. He'll dump it low. Erickson trying to battle through it there. And now Timothy St. Pierre moves through center with it. St. Pierre. Drop pass Furusev. He'll shoot, gloved by Borodkin. No further play. .11:49 to go here in this Aschenbach Ford first period. Ross Bartlett with the power play goal.
Fans, that Breakers' first goal is brought to you by Dirty Dough, now open in Biloxi.
There's a shot sticked away by Hussey from distance. Levac now moves it behind the net. Erickson on to Martin. Martin, now Gallagher. He'll maneuver through center and dump it in deep. Gesso and Gallagher chasing after it. Gallagher nearly had it. Now Gesso to the point. Held in, a one-time blast is blocked. Martin down the wall, intercepted and cleared out to center. Rimmed back by Levac right on the tape of Erickson. Stretched on looking for Gesso. Read by Velo and picked off. He tried to get cute at the blue line. That didn't work. Now Gesso will move it on. This is Levac. Waiting, pass was blocked, looking for Martin. Jesso! Gallagher score! Oh, baby! That was actually Danny Martin, excuse me. Danny Martin one-timed that home on the back door. We are in the rafters here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. What a play from Dustin Jesso right there. Muscling his way through a couple of defenders in the high slot. And then finding Martin all alone there on the back door. And just as quickly as Biloxi got the advantage, the Bobcats come back to tie it up. Pikarczyk has it blocked. Stuckless on to Kozirev. Drop back Mercurio. Mercurio into the zone. Shoots it on. Borodkin fumbled it and now gloves it with 10:39 left in the first. Shots now 9-8 in favor of the Bobcats. Game tied at 1. The goal for Danny Martin, his 15th of the season. Dustin Jesso's 25th assist of the season. Here's Radchenko. He'll shoot. That one tapped high. And now a scrap. Dennis Radchenko and A.J. Slepp. You want to talk about a heavyweight bout? Here we go. Dennis with a grab, a left. Tried to go right over top, lost his footing. Slepp got free with the right. Dennis a left, 2 lefts. Dennis another left in there, Slepp a couple rights. Dennis hanging in there and down he goes. Well, give Dennis Radchenko all the credit in the world. He just took on one of the fiercest enforcers in all the FPHL and more than held his own. Radchenko might have been on the bad end of that, but give him credit. He got some left-handed licks in there. .33 to go here in the Sasha-Bach forward first period. Stuckless at the line, backhands it low, that's picked off. And now back ahead comes Biloxi. Into the middle, there's a shot. Whoa, Hussey! Windmill glove save. Hold on, old fella. He didn't look a day over 35 right there. Holy cow. In fact, he looked a lot of days under 35. Woo! Been a very fun start to this one so far. First half of this first period nearly gone by. And now that one by Flanagan all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. 10:07 remaining here in the Sasha-Bach forward first period. Tied at 1. Stoya, Koch, and Pikarczyk out there. Daly's going to take the draw here. It's won by Stoya. Flanagan shoots. Hussey takes care of that. No, you'll remember was part of the River Dragons defenseman unit back on opening weekend, and then came here to Biloxi and moved back up to forward. Now sent ahead by Gallagher. Too far for Martin. Flanagan throws it rink wide. Picked off at center by Gallagher. Dropped back. Ross. Gesso. Martin. Gallagher. Onside. Martin drags it back. Cross-checked from behind. Looking for a penalty. Not going to get one. Here's Pikarczyk. He'll maneuver in. Martin's going to take a run at him. And he's going to get called for the retaliatory penalty. And now Stoya wants a piece of Martin. Well, what do they always say? If they don't get the first guy, they're going to get the second one. Missed a pretty clear cross-check on Martin. Down in the offensive zone. And now with 9:30 left, the Bobcats will go back to the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Tied at 1. Back after this.
Hard work, long roads, and getting the job done no matter the distance. That's Bottomley Enterprises. Based in Mount Airy, North Carolina, Bottomley Enterprises delivers local, regional, and team expedited long-haul over-the-road transportation services you can count on mile after mile. And if you're looking for a career that goes the distance, Bottomley Enterprises is hiring. Full-time and part-time driving positions available with weekly pay, dependable home time, 24/7 dispatch support, and 100% no-touch freight. New to the road, training is available. CDL students and recent driving graduates are welcome because everyone deserves a strong start and a solid team behind them. Learn more at bottomleyenterprises.com. Call 336-673-3058 or visit them at 452 Oak Grove Church Road in Mount Airy. Bottomley Enterprises, driven to deliver and proud supporters of your Blue Ridge Bobcats.
Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. 9.5 to go. Interration forward first period. Martin 2 for cross-checking at 10:30. Here's Stoya, rink wide. Now Flanagan, fanned on it. Mercurio pokes it ahead, and now trying to drag it more forward. Now drops it back. Stuckless goes further back for Ross. As we said, this is an ice surface that is going to be pretty tricky this evening. Rink wide feed by Pikarczyk. Offside. 8:57 to go. A minute 27 left on Martin's cross-checking penalty and the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Shots 10-9 in favor of Biloxi thus far. Glad you're with us here tonight on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network. Brett Wiseman alongside you. John's holding things down in the WCGX radio studios. So it'll be Daly to take the draw here out there with McHugh, Erickson, and Hlavak on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Forced ahead to McHugh. He'll charge ahead shorthanded, poked away. Daly now will drop it back for Hlavak to kill more time. Hlavak stretched on McHugh. A bit behind Daly, now brought back ahead. Thornton dragging. He's run off the puck. It's loose and picked up by Daly. He won't take any chances. He'll get rid of it. And now gloves are down. McHugh dropped his mitt. Here we go. It's McHugh and Brendan Spinelli. McHugh at center. Waiting him out. McHugh gets grabbed by Spinelli. McHugh hammering 3 rights. A 4th over top. Few good rights there by Spinelli. McHugh trying to get free. Spinelli's got him hog-tied, and down they go. Really good scrap there. That was pretty evenly matched. That's in the midst of a power play, so we'll stay 5-on-4 here. A lot of Bobcat sweaters coming over there to give some love taps to Nick McHugh. 2 scraps in the first 11:32 of this one. So 4 guys in the box, 2 per, fighting majors on all of them. 58 seconds left on the Martin penalty, so there's actually 5 in the box, I should say. Remember Martin with that cross check. Stoya behind the net. Stoya stretched ahead. Now a back tap for Flanagan. Flanagan into the zone. Around Erickson, rimmed it to the far side. Stoya beaten to it by Hlavak. And Hlavak able to backhand it out. Borodkin out of his net to play it here. And moved on to Hugo Koch. And now backhanded off the glass and out to center by Hlavak. Final 25 of this man advantage for Biloxi. Here's Koch. He's knocked off it. Centered. Shot. Flanagan missed high off the back glass. Hlavak tied up by Koch. Able to pitchfork it out of danger. 2-1. Penalties expired. Bobcats are back at full strength. 2 for 2 now of the Bobcats on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Bartlett behind the dot. Sends it ahead. Was poke checked by Andrioli and knocked down. Will play on. Gallagher between the legs of Martin. Didn't touch him, so not offside. Hoisted onto Thornton. He'll maneuver in across the line. Centered it Fisher. He had his pocket picked. Gesso hoisted out to center. Moved back in by Thornton. St. Pierre. Sending the head to Gesso, who got it to center. Martin. Gallagher dragging, shooting. Waffle boarded away by Borodkin. Leonard behind the cage, battling for it. Hoisted on, picked off by Martin. Center, Gesso had it hop up on his twig and couldn't get the shot away from prime position. Fisher ahead into the neutral zone. This goes. Poke bear by Furuseth, and it goes out of play. 6:13 to go. In our Aschenbach forward first period. Shots now even at 10. Ross backhanded around Erickson. Fanned on the pass. Erickson got it back, banked it on Podrazov. Podrazov hoisted into the cross side. Daly gets to it. Daly waiting. Down low. Shot it over top of the bar. Podrazov battling for it. And now hoisted away up out of play. That should be delay of game.
There goes another behind
It's going to be Flanagan guilty of the DOG. Yeah, the referee is pointing. Hey, hello. There we go. Flanagan is flabbergasted by the call, but that did not appear to hit anyone or anything on its way out of the rink. So for the first time tonight, with 5:46 to go in the Aschenbach forward first period, the Bobcats go to the Hitachi Energy power play. Drop back to Mercurio. Further for Kozirev. Into the zone. A Bobcats power play operating at 24%. Kozirev centered off a skate in front. Kozirev back to it outside the circle. Weaving it over for Mercurio. Into the near circle. Down below the goal line, Stuckless. Kozirev outside the far circle. Hlavak at the point. Hlavak shoots. Blocked in front. Puck's loose. And Borodkin had Stuckless thrown into him by his own defender. But we play on. Mercurio. Inside 5 minutes to go here in the first. Picked off by Thornton here shorthanded. And he'll drop it back. Mullins all the way out into the defensive zone. St. Pierre peels around behind the net with it and maneuvers ahead. St. Pierre maneuvers his way through into the zone. Dropped it for Daly. Poked away for the moment. Daly back to it. St. Pierre waiting outside the circle, near side, down low. Gallagher powered it on goal. Borodkin said no. Gesso battling for it with Daly, and now it's whacked out. 30 seconds left on the penalty. St. Pierre backhanded ahead. Gallagher sachets his way around a defender at center. Tapped it into the slot and now cleared out of danger. 15 seconds. Chance for one more rush here. St. Pierre, you can hear go, 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 go from behind the play there. St. Pierre will dump it in, and that'll about do it for the man advantage. Biloxi back at full strength now with under 4 to go in the first. Behind the net, Andrioli. And we get a whistle, and I think we might have another penalty coming up here. Yep, Dunhaven Veilleux is headed to the box, so right back to the Hitachi Energy power play with 3:22 to go in the Aschenbach Ford first period in a tie game.
At Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, quality isn't optional, it's tradition. From premium evergreens to trusted farm services, we deliver the highest quality and service to our customers every time. We're also buying land and looking to lease farmland now. Visit us at 2598 Walden Furnace Road in Max Meadows or call 276-233-5604. Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, growing quality from the ground up.
Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a postgame autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100. Dunhaven Veilleux in the box for Biloxi. 2 minutes for hooking. The call on him at the 16:38 mark. And back to the Hitachi Energy power play. Here's Kozirev weaving his way through the middle of the ice. Outside the circle, near side. To the point, Hlavak settles the puck. Kozirev. And Martin lets it go all the way across Mercurio. Back to Hlavak, center point. Dusts this one off. Over to Kozirev along the left side. Trying to drop it back to Mercurio. Pass was blocked by Karchik. Now Stuckless. Down low looking for Kozirev off a body in front. Here's Hlavak. He'll shoot. That's gloved by Borodkin. Loose. Mercurio shut down. Lair Patakin, I think, got in front of that one. Here's Kozirev, centered at Martin. Martin tried to drop it back to Mercurio, couldn't find him. Minute gone, a minute to go on this Hitachi Energy power play. Martin with another unit hopping on, now Gallagher. Gallagher powers in behind the net to the backhand. Left it for Gesso. Gesso trying to center it for Martin, fanned on it. Martin blocks the clearance attempts. St. Pierre able to hold the line, poked away. Thornton now, shorthanded. He's got a break. Scores. Carter Thornton read it, took off, and beat Hussey low glove side to put Biloxi back in front, 2-1. A shorthanded goal. And that is a backbreaker to give up shorthanded at the end of the period. Still a half minute to go on the man advantage here. St. Pierre with 20. St. Pierre, drop pass, Gesso, rake wide, McHugh. McHugh speeds in on the far wing. Down below the goal line, trying to center it, broken up. McHugh got back to it, had his stick lifted as Daly and Thornton collided. And penalties expired. Pass into the slot, glove down here by Thornton. Out of the box, on a break, Villo, no! Waffle boarded away by Hussey. Boy, crisis averted right there. And now a shot by Gellerman stopped. Centered, Veo shoots. That's blocked by Daly. Hugo Koch to the far circle. Centered, Stoya dragging, shooting, blocked by Gesso. And out of play. .44 seconds left in this Aschenbach forward first. That one banked off the glass and ahead. Stuckless couldn't settle the puck down. Picked up in the defensive zone here by Patakin. He'll stretch it on too far. Foot race for it. Pikarczyk won it over Ross. Good hustle. 24 seconds. Ross, time for one more chance here offensively. Mercurio in the middle. Forced wide. Down low looking for Stuckless. Into the corner it goes. Thrown to the point. Maneuvering around the defenders, Radchenko. Radchenko had his pocket picked with 6, with 5. Ross rims it in with 2, with 1. That will do it for period 1. 2-1. Biloxi leads. After the opening 20 minutes of fun, exciting first period, we said Biloxi was no slouch. They have proven that to this point and then some. Charlie Penn's talking to the officials here before he leaves the ice. Bobcats, to get back to their dressing room, have to walk all the way across the ice here to the near wall. The shots end up 14-13 after 1. A power play goal and a shorthanded goal for Biloxi. Special teams making the difference in this first period. Matt Stoya, one time the puck that was redirected in by Ross Bartlett. That put Biloxi ahead 1-0. Danny Martin responded with his 15th of the season, a backdoor 1T tap in. Thanks to the 25th assist of the campaign for Dustin Gesso. Gallagher picks up his 16th apple on the secondary assist on that one. But a shorthanded solo breakaway goal unassisted by Carter Thornton his 9th of the season. Here in the final couple of minutes at the 151 mark of the first, has Biloxi up 2-1 after 20 minutes of play. Well, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to check scores around the FPHL to get you set for the With Home Services second period. 2-1 Biloxi after 1. Back after this. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a postgame autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
We make it easy at Ashtonback Ford and Ashtonback Chevrolet GMC right here in Wytheville. New Ford, Chevrolet, or GMC? Easy. Prime pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs? Easy. Flatbeds, cabs, and chassis, work vans? Easy. Your hometown dealers make it easy to get rolling in just the right vehicle for you. If we don't have it, we'll get it. We love our community, and it's our job to make automotive easy for you. Ashtonback Ford and Ashtonback Chevrolet GMC.
So we've all heard the jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, right? Well, here at Tommy Hunley's office, they literally are your neighbors. They're right here in town. They're on 6th Street in Wytheville, right downtown, right across from the municipal offices. Seriously, they are your neighbors. So let's go inside and find out. Auto, home, life, whatever you need insurance-wise, they got you covered. And look at that. They're clad in Bobcat blue and gold. Where else would you want to go for your insurance needs other than a place that's literally littered with Bobcats fans? That's the best thing. And you know what's even better than that? This is Tommy Hunley and his dog. Dogs and cats can get along. That is a thing. Tommy, tell us a little bit about what you guys do here at Tommy Hunley.
We have got a little bit of everything: auto, fire, life, and business insurance. We just love for you to give us a call, and it's 276-228-3149. Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. Let's go Bobcats! Standing high atop the crest of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Big Walker Lookout offers some of the most scenic views of the Blue Ridge Mountains anywhere in Southwest Virginia. Located at 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville, Big Walker Lookout has become one of the area's most iconic landmarks for its wealth of scenic beauty. Virginia's oldest privately owned scenic attraction has been owned by the same family for over 75 years. Big Walker Lookout and Big Walker Country Store pride themselves on being family owned and operated and feature more than 25 local artisans, crafters, and musicians that demonstrate their talents each weekend from May through October. There's always something to do any time of year at Big Walker Lookout and BW Country Store, 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville. Come see why Big Walker Lookout has become an area icon.
At Solmic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family.
People are everything, really the core of our business. The mutual trust and respect that we have with our employees is absolutely paramount to how we run this business.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
We continue to invest in technology and people to be able to support the technology we're investing in.
Whether it's from benefits to time off to supporting community activities, Solmic America has always been there for us.
We're not just making car parts. We're investing in our people and the communities that we serve.
If you have drive in this company, you can always find opportunity.
It's a very good opportunity.
I would highly recommend Solmic America as a career path.
At Camret Logistics, services are tailored to fit the unique warehousing and logistics needs of businesses of all shapes and sizes throughout Southwest Virginia. From secure food-grade storage to full-spectrum 3PL solutions, they deliver flexible, scalable options designed to enhance operational efficiency and reduce costs. With a forward-thinking approach and proven expertise, Camret is equipped to meet the demands of today and anticipate the needs of tomorrow. Stop by their main office and warehouse located at 2460 North 4th Street in Wytheville. Give them a call at 276-625-8100 or visit them online at camret.com. Camret Logistics, solutions for manufacturing that go just beyond warehousing, where logistics never stands still.
Ready for a fresh new style that makes an impression? At Turning Heads Salon in Wytheville, our expert stylists deliver bold color, flawless cuts, and personalized looks that make you feel your best every time, because at Turning Heads Salon, we turn your head while you turn theirs. Book your appointment today. Call 276-2097-0588 or visit us at 665 East Main Street, Wytheville, Virginia. Turning Head Salon, where confidence begins and style never stops.
This is Bob. Bob thinks he's going fishing, but not today. He has work to do, but Bob didn't plan ahead, and he's skipping an important first step. Bob should have contacted Virginia 811 first. By having his underground utilities marked, he would have known there was a telecommunication line right where he was digging. Sorry, Bob. You now have a bigger problem to deal with. Don't rush the job. Plan ahead with Virginia 811. Learn more at va811.com.
The Bill Cole Auto Mall is your go-to destination for incredible deals on new and certified pre-owned vehicles.
With every purchase, you get the Bill Cole Advantage absolutely free, which includes a lifetime powertrain warranty, plus get our free premium ceramic coating process with 3-year paint and interior protection.
The no-cost Cole Connect app offers a $10,000 theft recovery guarantee, vehicle health reports, recall notifications, and service reminders. Visit us today to unlock the Bill Cole Advantage or go to BillColeAutomall.com.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center, putting you in focus.
Conveniently located where I-81 meets I-77, the Super 8 Fort Chiswell offers you easy access to southwestern Virginia's best natural attractions. Travel along the Blue Ridge Parkway and visit New River Trail State Park for great trails, horseback riding, and boating. Fish at Clater Lake, explore Jefferson National Forest, and play around at Draper Valley Golf Course. Our complimentary 8-item Super Start breakfast is a great way to begin each day, and you'll have access to free Wi-Fi for staying in touch with home and work. And you can always get fresh brewed coffee in the lobby. Get a great night's sleep in one of our comfy beds. There's high-speed internet access in your room at no charge, along with HBO movies on TV. You'll have a coffee and tea maker, and refrigerators are available. When you visit the Max Meadows area, stay with us at the Super 8 Fort Chiswell.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Learn how you can make an impact at vistareye.com/careers.
Hey Bobcat fans, it's Johnny with Odell's Landscape and Lawn Care. For all your fall cleanup and winter landscape and lawn care needs, give us a call at 540-392-5052 or odellslawnCare.com. Take it away, girls.
Let's go Bobcats!
This is Roar County.
Roar!
I am Hitachi.
Located in Bland, Virginia, we are committed to our employees and take pride that we are the employer of choice in the region. Hitachi Energy is a global leader in the design and manufacturing of clean, oil-free transformers. We adjust and stabilize the voltage of electricity flowing through the nation's power grid. Hitachi Energy is celebrating 50 years of serving Southern Virginia. Go to HitachiEnergy.com.
I am Hitachi.
Hitachi. Inspire the next.
Escape the everyday and find your peace at the cottages at Pine Run, where families connect, laughter echoes, and every sunrise feels like a fresh start. Right now, stay 3 nights and get the 4th night free when you book direct at cottagesatpinerun.com. The Cottages at Pine Run. Make room for adventure.
If you've been looking for it, you can find it here. Old Fort Antique Mall. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. Iconic visibly off of Interstate 77 and 81 and accessible from both exit 80 and 77, offers thousands of items from over 100 different vendors. Old Fort was once voted as the area's best antique mall and offers a wide assortment of items for everyone, from hockey and other sports memorabilia, classic trading cards, NASCAR collectibles, furniture, glassware, houseware, books, movies, and so much more. There's a world of possibilities inside their doors. Come see why Old Fort Antique Mall is a community staple and Wythe County icon.
In business and servicing Southwest Virginia for over 2 decades, R&R Septic and Plumbing offers septic system cleaning and installation, grease traps, plumbing services, water and sewer services, grading, land clearing, site prep, heavy equipment excavating and demolition, as well as rentals of portable toilets and restroom trailers. R&R is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Bobcats penalty kill this season, powering Blue Ridge with their own drive and commitment to success whenever the team is shorthanded all year long. Stop by their facility located at 3572 Peppers Ferry Road, just across the road from Hitachi Energy Arena, or give them a call at 276-228-3548. Eversole. Well and Pump offers an array of services to fit your needs, including existing well pump services, well pump installation, UV filtration systems, water softener systems, sediment and other filtration systems, water testing, plumbing excavation, new plumbing installation and repair, water heater replacement, system flushing, and much, much more. Eversole brings back its cutting-edge technology for a 2nd year as the official ice filtration system of Hitachi Energy Arena. Alan Eversole and his team can bring this same professional level clarity and quality to the water of your home or business as well. Call or text Alan anytime at 276-620-243 and let him help you.
Bob's back. This time, he's installing a new mailbox. But did he learn anything from last time?
Yeah, I contacted Virginia 811 and put in my dig request. We're good.
Are you sure, Bob?
Yeah!
Didn't wait those 3 working days before digging, did you, Bob? You need to allow that time so your lines can be marked, so you know what's below.
I didn't know.
Remember, always contact Virginia 811 before you dig, then allow the required time for marking. Learn more at va811.com.
Wytheville, Virginia, coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. Wytheville, Virginia, coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like We Ride, Everybody's an Outlaw, Wolves Cry, Beauty in the Struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the Arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Real damn tough, you take them scars and you call them.
Back here inside the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Bobcats trailing 2-1 after one. Take a look at scores around the FPHL tonight. We talked about the goals against for Watertown. It hasn't gotten any better. Binghamton a 6-2 lead in the second period, so bring that to 35 goals in the last 11 periods of play for Watertown. Yikes. 2-0 lead for Port Huron on Topeka. That's good news. Whichever one of those two can't get points on one night is good, because the Bobcats, as we take another look at the Empire Division standings, are still trying to gain some ground. 5 points back of Topeka. So if that result holds and the Bobcats pick up a win tonight, they could move into third, because tomorrow Topeka is idle, as is Baton Rouge. So a good opportunity to pick up some points if the Bobcats can come out with a victory tomorrow. Getting set to go for our with home services second period. Let's rock and roll here in the with home services second period. Shots 14-13. And we'll switch sides for the period of the long change. Rim dump in, picked off by Erickson. Backhand to the head off the stick of Villo and out of the zone. Gesso flicks it ahead, a little too far for Martin on the fresh ice. And now Flanagan, Spinelli, dumped into the zone by Bartlett. Erickson now takes a hit from Villo and now leaves it for Hlavac. Hlavac gets a little pick there from Gesso and finds some space. Rink wide Erickson. Here's the big Swedish defenseman charging into the zone. He'll forecheck down low after it. Hlavac holds at the point, sent aside by the stick of Borodkin. Hlavac's next opportunity is blocked and picked up by Spinelli. Spinelli behind his own cage, stretched it on off the stick of his intended target and into the Bobcats bench out of play. That was Villo. They had it hop off his twig, and our first whistle of the second comes with 19:06 remaining in it. Shots out even at 14 after that one. Mercurio to take the draw. It's won by Biloxi. And banked ahead there by Mullins. Ross behind his own cage, battling with Stoya on to Kozirev. And it pops just out of the zone. Mullins sends it on Stoya. Is going to drop back into his own end with it. He'll send it across. Kozirev hounding his man. He'll charge back ahead with it. Kozirev centers, Stuckless, gloved by Borodkin. Kozirev to the rebound. Radchenko sticks it on. Sticked away by Borodkin. Kozirev back to it. Ross shoots. That's blocked in front of the net. And finally picked up by Pikarczyk. And moved over. Fumbled for a moment. Mercurio was headed off for a change. Hugo Koch. Oh, big hit at the red line by Daly. And now a stretch pass Sticked in on goal. Hussey will hang on to it. Thornton couldn't settle the stretch pass down, but tapped it on goal, and Hussey not taking any chances there whatsoever. Damon Furuseth, so you see wearing the cage there after I had to drive him to the emergency room on Friday. And I was happy to do it. Damo's a tough kid. And we got to watch some Olympic hockey in the process while we were waiting to be seen by the tremendous ER staff at Wythe County Community Hospital. Furuseth, a shot gloved by Borodkin. Oh, Damo let that one go, didn't he? Got to be careful. I can't put too much air in that kid's tires. I'm just kidding. I'll put all the air needed in the tires of everyone in the white sweater, for the record. Hoisted ahead to center. Erickson chips this around a forechecking breaker, and now played over to Daly. Tapped out to center. Andrioli. Now back McHugh. Backhands it into the zone. Furuseth behind the cage. Powers around one defender. Chopped up the wall. Thornton lost the handle. Daly battling for it. Moves it to the far side. Furuseth through the blue paint wide. Here's a shot by Andrioli. Redirected just wide by Gallagher. Furuseth still forechecking for it. He's got it. Furuseth couldn't get the shot away. And now shot through the blue paint wide. Andrioli lets it go off the back glass. Borodkin able to get back to his stick. Martin centers. Gallagher. Pass blocked. Gallagher back to it. Now Martin. Furuseth score! Damo! Boom! Right in! Ties the game at 2. Who needs all your chin muscles? Damon Furuseth. What an effort on the forecheck, and he is rewarded with his second of the season. Now Spinelli behind his own cage with our game now tied at 2. Gellerman for Vayu. That's broken up. Now Gesso back ahead with it. Gesso down low. Gallagher got it on goal. Rebound chance stopped as well. Here's Gesso. One-timer just wide. Levac back to it. Boys are buzzing now. They found their legs. Levac sends it into the cross side. Gesso, far side, pinned up by Mullins. Spinelli, rink wide. And a 3-on-2 the other way for Biloxi. Spinelli gets it back, shoots it. Hussey squeezes it. 16:02 to go here in this Wythe Home Services second period. 2-2's our score. Here's Patakin down low. He's shouldered by Ross. Mercurio chasing after it away from Stoya. Kozirev snaps it over to Ross. Ross into the middle. Mercurio weaves his way through a couple of defenders. Shoots it wide. Looking to the far side there on Borodkin. Kozirev now battling for it along the wall. Move towards the point. Ross had it. Lost it. Stuckless keeps it alive. Mercurio now dangling on a defender. Kozirev trying to go back to Mercurio. That's broken up. Stuckless has it. Stuckless trying to center. Broken up. And now moved back out by Hugo Koch. By Karchik. Drop pass. Koch. Stoya. High. Patakin Goes between his legs by Karchik. Stoya shoots once again. Hussey gloves that one. It flipped off his blocker to adjust his jersey. There was a little sass behind that too, by the way. Oh my goodness. If you don't love this guy, you don't love fun. Anyways, 2-2 our score, 5:05 going in the second. Back after this.
Withville, Virginia, coming for the Sonic America concert series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw, wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the Arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Real damn tough, you take them scars and you call them.
Bobcats and Breakers tied at 2 here. Farusith. Oh, couldn't unload that one. Another quick shot there, stopped by Borodkin. Carter Thornton now maneuvers to center. Centering pass, picked up by Fisher in front. That was broken up. St. Pierre now on to Farusith. Here comes Damo. Powering around the outside, down low on Mullen, centered it. St. Pierre, waffle boarded away by Borodkin. St. Pierre back to it, backhands it below the goal line. Mullins, rink wide, oh, nicely gloved out of midair by Gallagher, thrown low, looking for Petrasov, and now Borodkin's just gonna hang on to it. 13:56 to go here in the second. Shots 20-17 now in favor of Blue Ridge. Approaching the halfway point of this hockey game. $13:56 to go here in the second. Bobcats able to get it off the offensive zone draw, but now forced out by Biloxi. Here's a break for Gellerman. He scores. Boy, Gellerman just walked right by Philip Lavac and turned that into a solo break and beat Hussey 5-hole. Not a whole lot Hussey can do right there. That's Gellerman's first with Biloxi, his second of the year. Had 1 in 5 games with Port Huron. Bobcats have it. Now trailing once again 3-2. That is sent on. Icing's going to be nullified here. Picked up by Gesso. Flipped through the blue paint. Wide. Centering pass broken up. Gesso knocked off it and knocked out to center. Gesso trying to get back to his feet here. Here's Gellerman. He had his stick lifted. And Jesso's hobbling off to the bench. Martin. Hoisted on. Gallagher. Kozirev into the slot, peeling with it. Pinned up by Pikarczyk. Now Mercurio trying to get there. Redchenko intercepts at the red line. Mercurio back into his own end. He'll wheel it over to Stuckless. Stuckless gets it into the zone. Pikarczyk picked that off. Mercurio has it hop off his skate out to center. Redchenko battling for it with Spinelli. Spinelli turned it over by Bartlett. Now Kozirev. Rink wide, Mercurio trying to go down low. Stuckless off a couple of breaker skates. And now picked up and hoisted ahead by Bartlett. Banked on to Koch. Koch is in, and that goes wide. Ross hits the deck hard behind the net, losing his twig. Stoya works it free on the forecheck. That's blocked by the boot of Mercurio. Stoya in his own end with it, banks it on. Koch. Dropped over. Fabian Leonard shut down by Hussey. Backhanded off the wall by Ross. Stuckless now. On to Mercurio. Leonard couldn't get there. Here's Kozirev into the zone. Sachets into the slot. Dropped it, Redchenko. He'll dust off a defender. He'll shoot it off the stick of Borodkin and wide. Daly lets it go low. Stuckless. Backhands it towards the net. Wide for Daly. Daly comes to it indirectly. Shouldered up by Mullins. Furuseth digging away there. Daly shoved Mullins right off the puck. Now here's McHugh outside the circle. Left for Furuseth. Furuseth. Now McHugh powers his way around a defender. He's in, and it got sticked away. Borodkin the poke. Shots now even at 20. Here's Daly. And couldn't get that one away on the forecheck. Hoisted ahead, Fabian Leonard. Tapped into the zone. Thornton below the goal line. Thornton leaves it. Leonard pivots back to the forehand. Shouldered by McHugh and Andrioli. Got through it. Leonard behind the cage. Leonard banks it over. Christo shoots. That one's blocked by Thornton, and then he was set down by Andrioli off the failed redirect. Here's Furuseth. What a move to get in below the goal line. Shot it off the mask of Borodkin, and he'll hang on to it. Boy, I'll tell you what, getting hit in the face in practice, Damo has been buzzing tonight. That lit a fire under him. Bobcats win the ozone draw. Erickson, slap pass. Gesso, good to see him back out there after getting shaken up on that last shift. Might have just been a skate blade issue. Erickson off the clearance, sends it back in. Borodkin behind the net for Spinelli. Spinelli stretched on Bartlett, couldn't tap it in. Picked up by Redchenko, banked back on Martin. Couldn't get it. Gellerman has it picked off by Hlavak. Hussey's going to come out of his net and leave it for Erickson. Erickson rims it around to the near side of Redchenko. On to Gallagher. Gallagher around a couple of forechecking Biloxi players. Gallagher going to draw a penalty there on Veilleux. Good effort there by Gallagher. Faked out a couple of Biloxi defenders. They're trying to forecheck. Third Biloxi penalty of the night. So back to the Hitachi Energy power play. Bobcats 0 for 2 on the man advantage, and they've given up a shorthanded goal tonight. Kozirev into the middle, Mercurio, drop back Martin. Now Hlavak, Kozirev. Touch pass in front. Stuckless had it hop off his twig by Karchik. And it dug away there by Stuckless. Still battling for it, and Thornton's able to clear it. Thornton, the one that had the shorthanded goal late in that first period. 9.5 to go. Here in this With Home Services second period. We're halfway through this one. Gellerman forces the turnover at center. Hlavak back to Mercurio. Now Hlavak. Hlavak on to Stuckless. Stuckless maneuvers in. weaving wide, leaves it for Martin. To the point, Hlavak's skate to stick. Hlavak dusts it off, thinks about it, goes wide, Stuckless, settles it down. Mercurio waiting, centered, Stuckless, back to Hlavak, shoots it, misses high, rebound there! Oh my goodness! Borodkin just committed a federal felony on Mike Mercurio. Holy cow! Merc looks skyward, he can't believe it. Ring 10 bells for that one as we head to a break. Under a minute to go on the power play. 50 seconds left of Hitachi Energy power play time when we return in a 3-2 game. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a postgame autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
Withville, Virginia. Coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin.
Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Bobcats trailing 3-2. With under a minute to go on this latest man advantage. Cleared out by the Breakers. St. Pierre sends it ahead. Daly. He'll work his way into the zone. Try and center it. Could not. Gallagher back to it. St. Pierre shoots it. Borodkin able to squeeze it in between the pillows. With 8:28 remaining here in the With Home Services second period. Here's Gesso, blown dead. And I think we might have a tripping penalty coming up here on the Bobcats, and we do. It's on Gallagher. Okay. So that will nullify the rest of the power play. So we'll go 4-on-4 now. For the next 22 seconds. And then a minute 38 of power play time for Biloxi to follow. Andrioli shouldered behind the play and played back by Mercurio for Andrioli. Now around to St. Pierre. 8 seconds left in 4-on-4. Stoya back in his own end with it. Will kill the rest of the even time. And now a $1:38 on the power play for Biloxi. Flanagan, Stoya in the neutral zone, hits the red line. He looked to be a step behind it, but will play on. Thornton was tied up. Now worked away by Kozirev. He'll stretch it on. Foot race for it. Mercurio nearly won it. Comes to center. Kozirev. Oh, what a pivot right there. Flipped on to Mercurio. Picked up behind the net by Flanagan and rimmed around. And killed the first about half minute of this power play here for Biloxi. And now a minute to go on this latest R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. McHugh couldn't get it away at center. It's a 3-on-2 for Biloxi. Bobcats able to get back. 55 seconds on the Gallagher tripping penalty. Stoya, rink wide. Koch, Bartlett outside the circle, far side, along the half wall. Touch pass over to Stoya. Stoya shoots, squeezed by Hussey, and he's able to corral it. 7:02 remaining in this With Home Services second period. Bobcats unable to clear despite winning the draw. 35 seconds. Stoya. Bartlett. Back to Stoya. One-timer blocked by Stuckless, but it stayed in the zone. Kosh. It's almost a solo break for Stuckless. Stoya. Wrists it. Gloved by Hussey. He again will not take any chances with it. Shots now evened up at 22. Martin tied up on the draw, dug out of the scrum and cleared. 10 seconds. Borodkin will leave it for Flanagan with 5, 4. Gallagher standing in the box, 2, 1, and that'll do it. Gallagher free. We're back to 5 aside. Stuckless backhands it, not out. Redirected on goal and patted aside by Hussey. Here's Stuckless. He'll maneuver into the zone. Crossing pass, dragging it, shooting, gloved by Borodkin. Biloxi leading 3-2. 6:01 to go in the second. Kozirev behind the net, pivot stack to the forehand, working on Spinelli. To the point, Ross. Fanned on the pass. Now Spinelli across the line. He'll backhand it low. Ross tied up behind the cage. Centered for Gellerman. He's got it. Couldn't get the shot away, though. Drug ahead by Gesso. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Gesso snaps it over. Mercurio back for Gesso. Blocked in front by Borodkin and cleared out. Was off of Redchenko, so won't go for icing. Or maybe it will. Thought that might have glanced off of Redchenko. But it is icing nonetheless. Shots now 24-22 in favor of the Bobcats. Bobcats win the draw. Furoseth shot blocked. Sticked away at center by Furoseth. Played over to Andrioli. He'll maneuver to center. He skates his way into the zone, lost at edge, and slow to get up here. Furoseth again hounding on the forecheck. Kosh run into. Furoseth left it. Daly dangles. Lost the handle. Kosh. Here's Hugo Kosh. Down towards the net. Never got a shot away cleanly. Fisher centers. One-time tie by Stoya. McHugh able to find Furoseth. Into the middle. Here's Daly tripped up. Nothing coming. 4.5 to go. Wristed ahead. Kosh. Here's Gesso. Shoots it. Waffle boarded away by Borodkin. Gesso hops to his own rebound in the corner. Overskated it. Got it back. Gesso wheeling and dealing rims it around on the near side. Hlavak now goes low. Gallagher back to Hlavak. Back to Erickson, lets it go wide. Hlavak holds, leaves it Martin. Martin into the slot, score! El Capitan, his second of the night, ties the game at 3. There was a bus depot in front of Borodkin. He never saw it. Huge goal by the captain, his second of the game and 16th of the season. 3-3 with 3:50 left in the second. Rodchenko dumps it in on goal. Borodkin sticks that away. Now moved behind the net. Stuckless centered it off the back of the cage. Kozyrev trying to get to it. Gellerman nearly had it picked off by Mercurial. Christel on to Bartlett, tied up by Rodchenko. Bartlett sends it below. Around, picked off by St. Pierre. Stuckless fanned on that a bit. Mercurio runs into his man from behind. Rodchenko up the wall. Stuckless backhanded it ahead, not out. Collides with Thornton. Thornton now down low. Bartlett centered it. Hussey reads the pass, cross crease, and dives out to poke it and cover it. And we get a whistle and our final media timeout of the second. 3:09 to go in it. 3-3 is our score. Danny Martin's got 2 of them. We're back after this.
Withville, Virginia, coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw, wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Real damn tough, you take them scars and you call them.
Back here in Biloxi. Brett Wiseman alongside you. Breakers and Bobcats knotted up 3 apiece. So there's been a back and forth contest so far. And we said at the outset, this was not a Biloxi team to be taken lightly. There's a chance. Oh, deflected just wide. Shot didn't have a whole lot on it, but it hit a body in front and trickled just wide. Pin up behind the cage. Daly digs it out of there. He'll maneuver ahead. On to Furuset. Rink wide. Erickson. Erickson drags it low behind the cage. Erickson's got some room to the point. Gallagher lets it go. Blocked in front. Daly to the rebound. Daly centered it. Gallagher got the shot away. That was sticked aside. Banked back out to the point. Hlavak intercepts at center. Daly. Furuset centered it for Gallagher a little wide. Spinelli up the wall and banked off the glass and out. Rodchenko fakes out Fabian Leonard. Maneuvers behind the cage. Around Thornton. Banked onto Gallagher. He'll race to it. Gallagher waiting. Centers looking for Martin. Broken up. And now Thornton the other way. Thornton poked away by Hlavak at the end of his shift, and then Thornton throws it off the back of the cage. Crisis averted. Martin Final 2 minutes of the second. Martin weaving his way through. Here's Gallagher! Oh, shut down by the blocker of Borotkin. Tried to head fake to the backhand and go back to the forehand blocker side, and Borotkin answered that. Face-off won by Martin. Jesso. Redchenko shot gloved by Borotkin. With a $1:46 left in period 2. That's the 30th shot now on the net of Borotkin. Jesso trying to snipe it, but he fanned on it. Gallagher back to it far side. Sticks it off his skate. Now down below the goal line near side on the backhand. Pivots back to the forehand. Sashaying on Stoya to the point. Ross shoots it. It's gloved by Borotkin. I think Ross was looking for a tip there. Excuse me, that's not Ross. I believe that might be Erickson there. Nope, that was St. Pierre. Little far up here. I should have brought binoculars. That would have helped. Now that banked to the point. St. Pierre shoots. Redirected high by Gallagher. Jesso back to it. Battling with Mullins here. Near side in the corner to the point. Redchenko dusted off. Shoots. Tipped just wide. Gallagher did get a piece of that. Jesso holds it in. Jesso. Here's Gallagher. What a move. From his knees. Got it on goal. And Borotkin stopped it. But we're going to get a slashing call here on Biloxi. Holy cow, Gallagher hit the juke button. It's going to be a slash on Matt Stoya. Final minute of the first. Bobcats to the Hitachi Energy power play for the 4th time in this contest. Brought into the zone. Kozyrev forced wide outside the circles. Gets set up below the goal line. Gets it back. Pivots. Kozyrev looking rink wide. Mercurio shoots it, deflected in front and gloved out of midair by Borotkin. 23.7 remaining here in this middle frame. A $1:24 to go on the Stoya penalty. Be Martin to take the draw. He'll win it. Lavak dusts it off. Kozyrev. One-timer. Lavak. Oh! Literally knocked the glove right out of the hands of Borotkin. There was so much steam on that, the webbing couldn't survive it. You don't see that every day. So he'll adjust the straps on the catching mitt. Martin tied up on the draw. Biloxi able to clear it. 10 seconds. Hussey behind his net. Kills a little bit of time. Stretched ahead Martin. Rink wide Kozyrev with 2. With 1. He can't get there in time. And that'll do it for period number 2. Good back and forth contest here on the Gulf Coast. Bobcats and Breakers tied at 3. As Spinelli and Mercurio having words here as we head off. Referees and linesmen both getting in the middle of that. Wojtek Zemlika trailing, leading off here. So still a minute to go when we start. As Jesso's going to give Ryan Van Dyke a hand here getting off the bench. (3-3) headed to period 3. Still a minute to go on the Stoya slashing penalty. So we'll have 60 seconds of advantage time when we return to action in the third period. We're going to take a timeout and hear from some of our great sponsors here on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network. Once we return, we'll check scores around the FPHL, as well as get you set for our Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Danny Martin's got 2 of the Bobcats' 3 tonight. We are tied at 3, headed to period 3. Stick around. We got one heck of a finish coming up from the banks of the Gulf Coast shortly.
Withville, Virginia, coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw, wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a postgame autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
We make it easy at Aschenbach Ford and Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC right here in Withville. New Ford, Chevrolet, or GMC? Easy. Prime pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs? Easy. Flatbeds, cabs, and chassis, work vans? Easy. Your hometown dealers make it easy to get rolling in just the right vehicle for you. If we don't have it, we'll get it. We love our community, and it's our job to make automotive easy for you. Aschenbach Ford and Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC.
So we've all heard the jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, right? Well, here at Tommy Hunley's office, they literally are your neighbors. They're right here in town. They're on 6th Street in Withville, right downtown, right across from the municipal offices. Seriously, they are your neighbors. So let's go inside and find out. Auto, home, life, whatever you need insurance-wise, they got you covered. And look at that. They're clad in Bobcat blue and gold. Where else would you want to go for your insurance needs other than a place that's literally littered with Bobcats fans? That's the best thing. And you know what's even better than that? This is Tommy Hunley and his dog. Dogs and cats can get along. That is a thing. Tommy, tell us a little bit about what you guys do here at Tommy Hunley.
We have got a little bit of everything: auto, fire, life, and business insurance. We just love for you to give us a call, and it's 276-228-3149. Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. Let's go Bobcats! Standing high atop the crest of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Big Walker Lookout offers some of the most scenic views of the Blue Ridge Mountains anywhere in Southwest Virginia. Located at 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville, Big Walker Lookout has become one of the area's most iconic landmarks for its wealth of scenic beauty. Virginia's oldest privately owned scenic attraction has been owned by the same family for over 75 years. Big Walker Lookout and Big Walker Country Store pride themselves on being family owned and operated and feature more than 25 local artisans, crafters, and musicians that demonstrate their talents each weekend from May through October. There's always something to do any time of year at Big Walker Lookout and BW Country Store, 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville. Come see why Big Walker Lookout has become an area icon.
At Somic America, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
People are everything, really the core of our business. The mutual trust and respect that we have with our employees is absolutely paramount to how we run this business.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
We continue to invest in technology and people to be able to support the technology we're investing in.
Whether it's from benefits to time off to supporting community activities, Somic America has always been there for us.
We're not just making car parts, we're investing in our people and the communities that we serve.
If you have drive in this company, you can always find opportunity.
It's a very good opportunity.
I would highly recommend Somic America as a career path.
At Camret Logistics, services are tailored to fit the unique warehousing and logistics needs of businesses of all shapes and sizes throughout Southwest Virginia. From secure food-grade storage to full-spectrum 3PL solutions, they deliver flexible, scalable options designed to enhance operational efficiency and reduce costs. With a forward-thinking approach and proven expertise, Camret is equipped to meet the demands of today and anticipate the needs of tomorrow. Stop by their main office and warehouse located at 2460 North 4th Street in Wytheville. Give them a call at 276-625-8100 or visit them online at camret.com. Camret Logistics, solutions for manufacturing that go just beyond warehousing, where logistics never stands still.
Ready for a fresh new style that makes an impression? At Turning Heads Salon in Wytheville, our expert stylists deliver bold color, flawless cuts, and personalized looks that make you feel your best every time, because at Turning Heads Salon, we turn your head while you turn theirs. Book your appointment today. Call 276-2097-0588 or visit us at 665 East Main Street, Wytheville, Virginia. Turning Heads Salon, where confidence begins and style never stops.
This is Bob. Bob thinks he's going fishing, but not today. He has work to do, but Bob didn't plan ahead, and he's skipping an important first step. Bob should have contacted Virginia 811 first. By having his underground utilities marked, he would have known there was a telecommunication line right where he was digging. Sorry, Bob. You now have a bigger problem to deal with. Don't rush the job. Plan ahead with Virginia 811. Learn more at va811.com.
The Bill Cole Auto Mall is your go-to destination for incredible deals on new and certified pre-owned vehicles.
With every purchase, you get the Bill Cole Advantage absolutely free, which includes a lifetime powertrain warranty, plus get our free premium ceramic coating process with 3-year paint and interior protection.
The no-cost Cole Connect app offers a $10,000 theft recovery guarantee, vehicle health reports, recall notifications, and service reminders. Visit us today to unlock the Bill Cole Advantage or go to BillColeAutomall.com.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Putting you in focus.
Conveniently located where I-81 meets I-77, the Super 8 Fort Chiswell offers you easy access to southwestern Virginia's best natural attractions. Travel along the Blue Ridge Parkway and visit New River Trail State Park for great trails, horseback riding, and boating. Fish at Clater Lake, explore Jefferson National Forest, and play around at Draper Valley Golf Course. Our complimentary 8-item Super Start breakfast is a great way to begin each day, and you'll have access to free Wi-Fi for staying in touch with home and work. And you can always get fresh brewed coffee in the lobby. Get a great night's sleep in one of our comfy beds. There's high-speed internet access in your room at no charge, along with HBO movies on TV. You'll have a coffee and tea maker, and refrigerators are available. When you visit the Max Meadows area, stay with us at the Super 8 Fort Chiswell.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Learn how you can make an impact at vistareye.com/careers.
Hey Bobcat fans, it's Johnny with Odell's Landscape and Lawn Care. For all your fall cleanup and winter landscape and lawn care needs, give us a call at 540-392-5052 or odellslawnCare.com. Take it away, girls.
Let's go Bobcats!
This is Roar County.
Roar!
Hitachi.
Located in Bland, Virginia, we are committed to our employees and take pride that we are the employer of choice in the region. Hitachi Energy is a global leader in the design and manufacturing of clean, oil-free transformers. We adjust and stabilize the voltage of electricity flowing through the nation's power grid. Hitachi Energy is celebrating 50 years of serving Southern Virginia. Go to HitachiEnergy.com.
I am Hitachi.
Hitachi. Inspire the next.
Escape the everyday and find your peace at the Cottages at Pine Run, where families connect, laughter echoes, and every sunrise feels like a fresh start. Right now, stay 3 nights and get the 4th night free when you book direct at cottagesatpinerun.com. The Cottages at Pine Run. Make room for adventure.
If you've been looking for it, you can find it here. Old Fort Antique Mall. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. Iconic visibly off of Interstate 77 and 81 and accessible from both exit 80 and 77, offers thousands of items from over 100 different vendors. Old Fort was once voted as the area's best antique mall and offers a wide assortment of items for everyone, from hockey and other sports memorabilia, classic trading cards, NASCAR collectibles, furniture, glassware, houseware, books, movies, and so much more. There's a world of possibilities inside their doors. Come see why Old Fort Antique Mall is a community staple and Wythe County icon.
In business and servicing Southwest Virginia for over 2 decades, R&R Septic and Plumbing offers septic system cleaning and installation, grease traps, plumbing services, water and sewer services, grading, land clearing, site prep, heavy equipment excavating and demolition, as well as rentals of portable toilets and restroom trailers. R&R is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Bobcats penalty kill this season, powering Blue Ridge with their own drive and commitment to success whenever the team is shorthanded all year long. Stop by their facility located at 3572 Peppers Ferry Road, just across the road from Hitachi Energy Arena, or give them a call at 276-228-3548. Eversole. Well and Pump offers an array of services to fit your needs, including existing well pump services, well pump installation, UV filtration systems, water softener systems, sediment and other filtration systems, water testing, plumbing excavation, new plumbing installation and repair, water heater replacement, system flushing, and much, much more. Eversole brings back its cutting-edge technology for a second year as the official ice filtration system of Hitachi Energy Arena. Alan Eversole and his team can bring this same professional level clarity and quality to the water of your home or business as well. Call or text Alan anytime at 276-620-243 and let him help you.
Bob's back. This time, he's installing a new mailbox. But did he learn anything from last time?
Yeah, I contacted Virginia 811 and put in my dig request. We're good.
Are you sure, Bob?
Yeah!
Didn't wait those 3 working days before digging, did you, Bob? You need to allow that time so your lines can be marked, so you know what's below.
I didn't know.
Remember, always contact Virginia 811 before you dig, then allow the required time for marking. Learn more at va811.com.
Alpha Therapy, maximizing your peak performance.
At Solmic America.
Back here in Biloxi for our Ashabak Chevrolet GMC third period. Brett Wiseman alongside you. John's holding things down in the WCGX radio studios. Still a minute to go on the Hitachi Energy power play for the Bobcats here to start this third period. Let's quickly take a look at scores around the Federal Prospects Hockey League this evening. PD has forged ahead of Columbus 3-2 late going third period. Good finish going on there, as we'll have a good finish to our game here, tied 3-3 entering period 3. Danbury's added 2 more since last we checked in on that. It is 6-1 hat tricks over the Indiana Sentinels. 8-4 lead for Binghamton, so add the goals against total to 37 in the last 12 periods for Watertown. Port Huron still leading Topeka 2-0 in the third period of that one. And still tied in Monroe between Twin City and the Monroe Moccasins, 3-3. So we said a minute to go on the Hitachi Energy power play. For the slash, charge to Matt Stoya. And underway in our Ashabak Chevrolet GMC third period. Tie game, the captain's got 2. Here he comes. Martin trying to weave his way into the middle, broken up by Pikarchik and cleared out. Here's Levac, he'll maneuver it around. Mercurio behind the net, Levac. 35, Mercurio trying to get set up now, Levac on the fresh ice. Through center, now pivots it back for Mercurio, on to Kozyrev and tapped into the zone. Kozyrev Drop pass, Levac over to Mercurio. Down low, Stuckless powers in, and it's set aside by Borodkin and rimmed out. 10 seconds. Hussey hoisted ahead. Martin 1-on-3. We'll pivot with it. Try and keep it in the zone, and does. St. Pierre's in. Oh, gloved by Borodkin. Jesso back to it here. Bobcats now 0 for 4 on the man advantage tonight. Martin dragging, shooting, deflected high. Gallagher shot the rebound off the side of the cage. Gallagher tied up by Flanagan. Jesso shoots it wide through the blue paint. Here's St. Pierre back to it. He will shoot. That's deflected in front. Gallagher's got it. Glove by Borodkin. Rebound. Score! Hat trick! Martin, the captain, has a hattie in Biloxi and has given the Bobcats a 4-3 lead. Biloxi unable to get it out. There was one hat thrown on the ice. Shout out to whoever did that. Borodkin was just way out of his crease. Puck was pinballing around, and Martin said, I'm just going to deposit this. Now here's Feruseth, centered for McHugh, back for Feruseth. Feruseth powering down low, centered it Daly. That's broken up and chopped away. Andrioli. Now St. Pierre tapped it to center. Here's McHugh. Goes between the legs of a defender. Here's Daly. Daly, down low McHugh. Feruseth score! Tic-tac-toe, 2-goal lead, and the second of the night for Damo. Oh, baby. That was clinical. Surgical. Five, 3 now with 17:54 to go. Well, the boys have found their legs now. Kozyrev taps it into the zone. Mercurio could not get it away there. Glove down by Ross at center. And on now to Stuckless. He'll dump it in. Around it goes. Kozyrev hops to it. Kozyrev pivots on a defender. Picked up by Pakarchik. He'll get it to center. Redchenko breaks that up. Banks it ahead. Not out. Glove down by Stoya. He'll shoot and score. Wow. Matt Stoya on a seemingly harmless shot from the far side. Beats Hussey on the glove side. And puts it back to a 1-goal game. 3 goals combined here. And now a broken stick here. And oh my God, are they going to call Erickson for this penalty? Erickson had his stick whacked in half, and they're going to call him for the penalty. Well, there was an arm in the air. I thought there was a penalty coming. Maybe not. Referee's over at the scorer's box. Yeah. Here comes Erickson. Now, the only thing I can surmise is that he picked up his broken stick and tried to play with it, which is a penalty. We'll get the announcement here and make sure, but that's the only thing I can surmise that would be the case that would warrant that. Swept around the wall. Stoya left for Koch. Koch down low. Back to the point. Stoya dusts it off. Rink wide. Koch. That's exactly what the penalty was. 2 minutes for playing with a broken stick. So, pardon my initial flabbergastation, if you will, with that penalty. Oh my, Andreoli just punished a man behind the play. Coach kept that in for the moment, but now it's cleared out. Dumped in by Bartlett. That took a funky hop off the stanchion and now blasted out by St. Pierre. Already killed the first minute here on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. 2 minutes on Erickson for playing with a broken stick. That is an equipment violation. And Stuckless breaks it up here. Oh, what a spin move right there around a defender. Stuckless trying to center it down for Mercurio. That's broken up. But it kills time. 40 seconds now. Gellerman stretched it on. Redchenko stuck behind the play. Thornton has his pocket picked by Dennis. The clearance attempt hit Stuckless, but fortunately Gellerman couldn't keep it in the zone. Dumped in by Fisher. Plavak trying to race to it. He will, and he'll get it out. 15 seconds. Below. Had his pocket picked at center, was able to whack it into the zone. 2-1, Erickson free. Bobcats back at full strength. And now a whistle as that one came in on goal, and Hussey able to cover it. Shots now 36-26 in favor of the Bobcats. Breakers win the offensive zone draw, broken up by the Bobcats. And here they come. Dumped in Feruseth. Feruseth chasing after it. Ties his man up from behind. What a menace he has been on the forecheck tonight. Centered McHugh. Check down from behind, from his back. Got it over to St. Pierre. St. Pierre down the wing, shoots it off the side of the cage. Bartlett plays it behind the net. Here's Christel to Bartlett. He gets it. Oh my goodness! Erickson delivering or I should say Andreoli delivering the pain right there. Holy cow, 2 big hits. The last 2 shifts for Big Carson. Here's Christel. Hoisted on, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Coast, back across. Oh, tried to be a 2 unselfish, and it might have costed them a goal. Picked off by Leonard. Leonard drags it, drops it. Coast centers Leonard. Shut down. Hoisted ahead off the skate. Koch. Now Stoya centers it. Goes across to the far side. Oh my goodness. That shot hit a Bobcat up high. Oh my goodness. Flanagan trying to rip it back into the zone. And I think that caught St. Pierre. Trey Fisher immediately getting the Mississippi trainer out there. But St. Pierre back to his feet and is going to skate to his bench under his own power. That's a good sign. That's the second time in 2 weekends, by the way, that 2 away weekends, I should say, that St. Pierre has taken an errant shot right to the dome. So with that, 13:38 to go, we're going to take a timeout. 5-4 our score. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a postgame autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100. Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. 5-4 our score with 13:38 to go. In our Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Defensive zone draw here for the Bobcats. Mercurio digs it out of there. Stoya battling as well, now worked ahead. 2-on-2, Kozyrev with Stuckless crossing pass. Kozyrev sends it low, Stuckless trying to go back in front, sticked away by Borodkin. Kozyrev back to it, behind the cage, below the goal line. Pulls his way right off a defender, centered it just behind Stuckless. Stuckless battling down low, keeps it alive. Laird Patakin now moves it around Mercurio and banks it to center, where it's gloved down by Hlavak. He's tied up. Erickson banks it to center. Christo, D-to-D for Mullins. Mullins rimmed in off the stanchion. Hlavak goes up the wing. Biloxi changing. Erickson, Kozyrev. He'll dump it in at the end of his shift. Borodkin sticks it to the corner. Gallagher forechecking. Spinelli behind the cage, sends it on. Now Fabian Leonard run off it by Rodchenko. Leonard trying to dig it out of the scrum here, forces it to the slot, poked away. Held in by Christo, broken up by Gesso. Now Gallagher turns on the Jets the other way. Dropped it to Gesso. Sachets his way into the slot. Lets it go, blocked. Spinelli sends it ahead and out. This should be icing, and it will be. 11:56 to go. Shots now 37-27 in favor of the Bobcats, with 8:04 off the clock in our Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Daly to take the draw. One back to St. Pierre. Down low, McHugh. Centered it. Furuseth tried to get it free. Could not. Remember, he's got 2 tonight. The captain has a hat trick. Here's Daly. Furuseth. McHugh. Bank back St. Pierre. Shoots it wide. Daly back on it. Down low, Furuseth. Trying to power around a defender. Move to the near side. Pinching is St. Pierre to keep it alive for the moment. And now pitchfork to center. Daly weaves between a couple of defenders. Sends it over. That's offside. Bobcats have to scramble back and touch up. Daly and Fisher were tangled up with one another. And now that's broken up nearly by Furuseth. Centered now to Thornton. He's knocked off it. Furuseth run over, but back to his feet. Stuckless. Furuseth back on it. Here he comes. He's held up from behind. And now a scrap. Daly and Thornton. Thornton hammering a few rights. Daly trying to get free here. Got a couple of rights over top. Thornton's got it pushed up into the bench, and here come the linesmen. $10:59 to go. It's the third scrap of the night already. And Daly's not happy. And Danny Martin, the captain, makes sure to come over there and make sure that he gives Daly all his props. And Martin talking to the referee there. And they're going to give Carter Thornton an extra 2 here. You're going to get an instigator minor. So for the 5th time tonight, the Bobcats will go to a Hitachi Energy power play and have 2 minutes, a man up to try and restore that 2-goal lead. First power play unit will be Stuckless Martin, Mercurio, Kozyrev, Hlavak. 4 forwards, 1 defenseman. Martin. Stuckless could not quite keep it in the zone. On to Martin. Rink wide, Mercurio taps it into the zone. Christel pins him up. Dug out of there by Martin. Kozyrev outside the circle. Hlavak skate to stick. Gets a pick. Hlavak shoots it. Blocked by Borodkin with Stuckless screening him in front. .10:32 to go. That'd be a great time to break that 0 for 4 on the man advantage tonight. Stuckless, Kozyrev, Martin outside the circle, along the hashes. Now Kozyrev back to Martin, dusts it off, trying to draw Gellerman in. Stuckless, back to the point, Hlavak, Kozyrev, Martin shoots it, shouldered away by Borodkin. Back to Hlavak at the point, redirected in front, but never got on goal. Mercurio back to Hlavak, shoots, that's blocked, got his own rebound. Hlavak, below the hash marks, ripped it to Mercurio. Martin, oh, just wide. Stuckless back to it, Mercurio. Down the wall for Martin. Mercurio, Stuckless collided with Gellerman. Hlavak, deflected wide. Spinelli and Stuckless battling now. 30 seconds left on the power play. Mercurio, Stuckless, Martin tapped it wide. Mullins able to clear it. A massive amount of opportunities for the Bobcats. 4 shots already on this power play. Picked up by Gesso. Lost in edge. Erickson, or I should say Andrioli back for Gesso. Head fake. Lost the handle. Dumped back in. And Biloxi's back at full strength. Andrioli hits the deck in the corner. Flanagan shoots at a windmill. Glove save made by Hussey. 8:49 left in regulation. We head to a timeout. Bobcats hanging on to a 1-goal lead.
Withville, Virginia, coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. Hits like We Ride, Everybody's an Outlaw, Wolves Cry, Beauty in the Struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the Arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. 8:49 to go. Intermission Box Chevrolet GMC third period. Bobcats leading 5-4. It has been one heck of a hockey game tonight. Here's Furuseth. Darting in, shoots that one, stopped by Borodkin. McHugh going to race to it behind the cage. Hit hard behind the net there by Laird Patakin. Podrazov chasing after Stoya, who rims it around to Patakin. Patakin forced to drag it back into his own end. Bobcats are going to change on the fly. Stoya at center. Plays it over. Oh, miscommunication. Here's Gallagher. Shouldered down by Borodkin. Now Patakin picked off by St. Pierre. Martin. Jesso. Near side. Gallagher. Battling with Pikarsik. Gallagher pivots. Gallagher waits. Centers between the legs of Jesso and out to center. Gellerman. Nicely defended by Erickson. Erickson. Left it behind the cage for Martin. He'll rim it. Erickson fumbled it for the moment. Now flicks it back for Lavak. Off the back of the cage. Phillip, 7.5 to go. Erickson inadvertently colliding with the man there. Centering pass by Gallagher was blocked. Gallagher back to it. Martin shot it just high. Off the back glass it goes. Jesso had a chance at it. Now picked up. And Jesso has it back on a turnover. From his knees, gloved by Borodkin. $7:11 remaining. Shots now 45-27 in favor of the Bobcats. Ross and Mercurio communicating prior to the faceoff. Tie up on the draw, dug out of there as Mercurio and Fisher were going at it. Here is Velo, sends it wide. Stuckless, back for Ross. He'll move behind the cage, Radchenko. Now on to Kozyrev. Kozyrev weaving his way through center. Slams on the brakes. Gets the puck back. Dropped it over to Radchenko. Radchenko waffle boarded down by Borodkin. Hoisted ahead off the stanchion. Not out yet. Kozyrev pins up Velo. Still in the zone. Fisher now will try and clear it. He'll go over to Mullins. Mullins stretches it ahead, didn't hit anybody, and that'll be icing. 6:28 remaining. (46-28) of the shots on goal now, with under 6.5 to go. Good Saturday night crowd here in Biloxi has been treated to a beach burner here on the Gulf Coast. Drop back to St. Pierre off the face-off win down the wall. Furuseth. Furuseth trying to center, nobody home. Villo to center, trying to dump it in. That's blocked. And stretched on. St. Pierre for Roseth. Back for Podrazov. Podrazov shot it, sharp angle, went wide. Andrioli back at his own end. Andrioli backhands it on from center into the zone. Patakin Christo goes D-to-D for Patakin. Martin collided with Stoya. And now Patakin will wait behind the cage. Patakin has it poked away. Dragged around. Gallagher! Oh, stopped once again. Borodkin stopped Gallagher 3 times tonight on solo breaks. Christo close to offside. We play on. Gesso hops to it. Shoulder down by Stoya. Chopped into the middle. Gesso not happy about that from Stoya. Koch able to battle through. Koch moves into the zone, dropped it over. Bartlett, pass blocked. Vayu has it hop away from him. Hlavak on to Martin. He'll get it to center. Velo. Vayu. Koch. Save made by Hussey. Bartlett sends it in front. Vayu centers. Koch. Oh, what a diving block by Erickson. And out of the zone it goes. Spinelli dumps it into the cross side. Banked ahead, not out yet. Held in by Flanagan. Bartlett back to Flanagan. He's able to hold it in once again. Centered. Gellerman closer to the scoreboard than the net. Well wide. Hlavak, big collision there. Vayu trying to get the shot away, could not. He's tied up by Mercurio. Bartlett sends it wide and around. Erickson, and tapped out by Kozyrev. Will this be icing? No, it is waved off. Under 4 to go. Spinelli through center, able to dump it in. Radchenko dumped on for Rusev. Leaves it for Dennis. Fan on the dump in. Gets into the zone around Fisher. Mullins behind the net. He's tied up. Dug out of the scrum. Here's Fisher from Koch. Fisher in front. Oh, shut down. Hussey got to the pad. Oh, my. Circle that one. Fisher with a huge hit behind the play. McHugh. Ross now sends it down low. Radchenko let Fisher know how he felt about the hit. Verosith forechecking. And Fisher now below the goal line. 2:50 to go. Fisher, rink wide. Christo sends it ahead. Erickson knocked it away. Martin into the zone he goes. He'll pivot, move it low. Gallagher trying to soccer it ahead. Gesso digs it out of there. Centers it for Martin. Flicked it on goal. Covered by Borodkin. Whistle, timeout. 2:26 to go in regulation. 5-4, Bobcats lead. We're back after this. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a postgame autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
Withville, Virginia. Coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw, wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube. This is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the Arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Back here in Biloxi, 2:15 to go. Here's a chance. Backhander goes wide. Bobcats survive that. There's a shot deflected and gloved by Hussey with 2:06 left. Borodkin was looking over at his bench. Charlie Penge Jr. not ready to pull the plug on Borodkin yet. He is standing at the hash marks, though. And Biloxi will take their timeout. Hussey's had to make some big stops tonight. Four goals is the most he's given up here. And this is his third start since returning to the roster. But 26 out of 30, still nothing to sneeze at. How about Borodkin? 43 of 48, he's found a way to stop. Charlie Penge Jr. has the dry erase board out on his end. Wojtek Zemlika directing his forces. .207 remaining. Borodkin is out. Biloxi net empty. And a false draw on the faceoff. They played on for about 4 seconds there. See if they add time. The referee's over there trying to get that taken care of. I would assume they'll put it back at 2:07, and they do. Mercurio to take the draw. Biloxi's got it. Breaker's net is empty. St. Pierre, Andrioli trying to dig it away. He hit the deck hard behind the play. Pekarchik, Patakin shoots. That's gloved by Hussey and kept out. Stuckless sends it on. Picked off by Patakin. And now the buzzer goes off. What do we have here? The clock froze at 2:03. .141 is what it should read. That's what I have, and that's what Devin Dobek has on the other side of the booth. Hi, Devin. I want to thank Devin while we have an opportunity to do that for his assistance with us this weekend. 1:43 on the clock. So Borodkin back in the net for now. Pekarchik and Martin are discussing the timing situation here. So I believe the faceoff is going to be in the offensive zone here for the Bobcats. Breakers win the draw in the defensive zone here, but Stuckless hard on the forecheck, making the exit awfully difficult. Held in by Kozirev here as Stuckless hits the deck along the wing. Now Kozirev falls down, rimmed around the wall. St. Pierre held it in for the moment. Stoya flicked it ahead. St. Pierre soccered it back the other way. Borodkin is out. Hussey leaves it. Koch picked off. Here's a nice move by Stuckless over to Mercurio for the empty net. Deflected at the last minute. Final minute. Circle that tip. Picked off. St. Pierre banks it ahead. McHugh had a shot at it, couldn't get to it. Koch dumps it in. Around it goes to the near side. Spinelli flipped ahead. Patakin held it for the moment. Now chopped out of there by McHugh. 30 seconds. Koch picked off by McHugh. Trying to force his way ahead. Peels back with it. Dumps it in. Daly after it. Spinelli. 15. Spinelli. Fanned on it. Martin. How about 4? Yes! A 4-goal night for the captain, and he seals it with the empty netter. Have a game, Marty. With 8 seconds to go, the captain slams the door with his 4th of the night. Four from Martin, 2 from Furuseth. Mullins is going to hold on to this with 3, with 2, with 1. Hoisted ahead. That will do it. That is a Bobcat winner. Shots end up 49-31. Danny Martin with 4 goals tonight. What an unbelievable performance from the captain, putting the team on his back tonight and helping the Bobcats to a 6-4 win. What a hockey game here tonight. Bobcats survive. We'll wrap it up and break it down. Get you set for tomorrow when we come back.
Withville, Virginia, coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw, wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the Arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a postgame autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
Hard work, long roads, and getting the job done no matter the distance. That's Bottomley Enterprises. Based in Mount Airy, North Carolina, Bottomley Enterprises delivers local, regional, and team expedited long-haul over-the-road transportation services you can count on mile after mile. And if you're looking for a career that goes the distance, Bottomley Enterprises is hiring. Full-time and part-time driving positions available with weekly pay, dependable home time, 24/7 dispatch support, and 100% no-touch freight. New to the road, training is available. CDL students and recent driving graduates are welcome because everyone deserves a strong start and a solid team behind them. Learn more at bottomleyenterprises.com. Call 336-673-3058 or visit them at 452 Oak Grove Church Road in Mount Airy. Bottomley Enterprises, driven to deliver and proud supporters of your Blue Ridge Bobcats.
At Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, quality isn't optional, it's tradition. From premium evergreens to trusted farm services, we deliver the highest quality and service to our customers every time. We're also buying land and looking to lease farmland now. Visit us at 2598 Walden Furnace Road in Max Meadows or call 276-233-5604. Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, growing quality from the ground up.
Well, they turned the cameras out on us. So this will be quite an abbreviated post-game show. We welcome you back inside the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. While we have a moment, I want to thank Devin Dobeck for his help tonight and all weekend long on the Breakers technical side of things as Breakers TV helping us out here on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network. I want to thank John back in the WCGX radio studios for holding things down. What a performance tonight. Danny Martin with 5 points tonight. 4 goals and an apple. Damon Furoseth with 2 goals of his own. That makes up for the 6 tonight for the Bobcats. That is a serious number, and that is a Bobcats winner. Again, special thanks to Devin Dobeck, to John back at the WCGX radio studios. And that'll do it for us from the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. We will see you back here tomorrow afternoon, 4:45 Eastern Time, 3:45 local time here in Biloxi. We're on the air with our pregame coverage and back